In 2016, an octopus named Inky slipped out of his tank at the National Aquarium of New Zealand, squeezed his entire body through a gap barely wider than a coin, crossed the floor, and disappeared down a drainpipe that led directly to the ocean. Staff only figured out what happened from the trail of dry suction marks leading to the drain. Inky had planned an escape, executed it at night when no one was watching, and made it back to open water. He was never seen again. This wasn't a fluke. It's just one example of what might be the most alien intelligence on the planet. Octopuses have around 500 million neurons, roughly comparable to a dog, but distributed in a way that looks nothing like a dog's brain or ours. Only about a third of those neurons sit in the central brain. The rest are spread through the arms themselves, giving each arm a striking degree of independent problem-solving ability. An octopus arm can react to touch, taste its surroundings, and coordinate movement even when severed from the body, at least for a short period. Researchers describe this as something closer to 9 partially independent brains working together than a single mind directing 8 limbs. That distributed intelligence shows up constantly in documented behavior. Veined octopuses have been filmed collecting coconut shell halves, carrying them across the sea floor, and assembling them into a portable shelter, snapping the 2 halves shut around themselves when a predator approaches. This qualifies as genuine tool use, carrying an object now for a benefit later, a behavior long considered a hallmark of advanced cognition in vertebrates and rarely documented in invertebrates at all. Octopuses in laboratory settings have also learned to open child-proof jars to reach food inside, some in under a minute after only a few attempts, and have been observed watching other octopuses complete a task once, then successfully repeating it themselves without any trial and error of their own. Then there's the camouflage. Octopus skin contains specialized cells called chromatophores, capable of changing color and pattern within a fraction of a second, giving them one of the fastest and most precise camouflage systems in the animal kingdom. Here's the strange part. Octopuses are colorblind. Their eyes cannot distinguish hue at all, yet they consistently match colors in their environment with remarkable precision. Researchers now believe the skin itself may contain light-sensing proteins, allowing the octopus to essentially see color through its skin even though its eyes cannot, an idea still being actively studied and not yet fully explained. Perhaps the most unsettling part of octopus intelligence is how little time they have to use it. Most octopus species live only 1 to 2 years. They hatch, grow, learn, solve problems, sometimes escape aquariums and then die, all within a lifespan shorter than most house pets get before they're considered mature. There is no multi-generational knowledge transfer. No parent teaching offspring learned behavior, since most octopus mothers die shortly after their eggs hatch. Every piece of problem-solving ability appears to be built fresh, individually, inside a single short life, which makes the sophistication of that behavior even harder to explain. Scientists still don't fully agree on what to call what an octopus experiences. Some researchers now argue octopuses may have a form of subjective awareness distinct enough that several countries have extended animal welfare protections to them specifically, including the UK, which formally recognized octopuses as sentient beings in 2021 following a review of the supporting evidence. So somewhere in the ocean right now, there may be an octopus quietly working out how to open something it was never taught to open, using a brain unlike anything else alive, built for a life that will likely be over within 2 years. Inky made it back to the sea. Most people who worked at that aquarium still call it one of the best escapes they've ever seen, from an animal nobody expected to plan one. What surprised you more? The arms having their own problem-solving ability, or the fact that all of this happens in such a short lifespan? Drop it in the comments and subscribe to NatureCrest for more deep dives into the animal kingdom's most extraordinary and most misunderstood creatures.